Hi everyone. It's been a while since I've posted, videos like these. Um, Life's been changing so fast, and I've been taking on different types of projects, and just been enjoying the, the creative process. But I haven't really taken the time to post in the way that I used to, or in the way that I probably want to. So today we're going to be looking at a production piece for Dog Days, and we're going to look at a bit of into my process. It's time lapsed, so it's not going to be an in-depth sort of tutorial or walkthrough, but I'm definitely going to touch on some key factors that greatly influence the end product of all my pieces. The first thing that really stands out when I'm working on a 2D piece, a 3D piece, live action, anything is reference. Reference is a huge thing, and it's really unfortunate that when we think of reference, especially with young artists that are a little more conscious about their work, they tend to align that with cheating almost, that you're referencing something in order to create something. But ultimately, referencing makes the creative wheel go round, and referencing happens whether or not you know it. So there's conscious referencing and subconscious referencing. So, and on a conscious level, that's where we go and look for photographs and videos, pictures, videos, going outside and looking at the actual environment around us for influence, for reference. We're looking at how this object exists in a space, in a 3D space, interacting with lights and shadows and everything else all going around it. So that's important because once you're in it, you get a better feel, and that feeling is really important. You get a better feel of how the elements are supposed to come together. That's where the creativity comes in. So referencing is understanding the elements, the principles, the structure of what you're looking at, and once you have that information, once you've collected enough data essentially on what your subject matter, what you're going to paint, what that's going to be essentially, then now you can say, okay, I know where, if I choose a light direction, I understand how light affects it by hitting the rim of it, where the shadows fall. If it has cracks, how the cracks behave and how light behaves around that. The color is like, where is it faded? Where is it more opaque or more transparent? Where the texture feels clustered, where's a cluster of texture or very smooth areas. Once you kind of understand where these variations can be, and you begin to put those ideas now down on paper using the references, you have a blueprint. You have now a mental blueprint of what you need to do in order to reproduce what you saw in the real world with your own eyes in a digital space. All right. So a really important thing to pay attention to also is that, yes, form is important, and placement and structure and lines and these things. Light and shadow are also important in an overarching kind of way. It's responsible for all of those things that we're looking for. But the big thing that light is responsible for, that you have to constantly practice, is the use of recreating the colors in a digital space. Kind of replicating how those colors in real life might behave, interacting with the environment or artificial lights or direct lights. So, once you have a fair understanding of what things are supposed to look like, how things behave, the end product might surprise you. Once you practice it and replicate that process over and over, make it an integral part of your pipeline. So, in the end, that is just a brief overview of the first leg of how I approach any of my projects, and that I can guarantee you influences everything in the pipeline from start to finish, all the way from the sketch to what you see here, this composited animated sequence that is based on the concept art. So just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to go through this process with me. This first part of the process, I will definitely cover the other sections, the other parts in future videos using other content from within the World of Dog Days, client content, and some way cooler stuff in the pipeline. So thanks so much. Keep safe, keep focused, stay consistent, and remember to follow the compass. Have a good one, guys.